It's 1:46 in the morning. I'm making myself a coffee. Hello, you lovely people of the internet. I'm cleaning dishes again. You can probably hear some of this, but you know, it's like, that's like the noise reduction works, like, because this is the fun of it, noise reduction. I'll just leave it for a minute. I didn't think this through. I never think these things through, you know. I start with this whole like, oh, I know, I'll do the dishes. And then I remember I've got to put water in the thing. This is ADHD for you. Oh, being an idiot, I'm not quite sure which. Being an idiot and having ADHD, don't limit your options. That's what my daughter taught me, don't limit your options, Hazel. Why have one thing when you can have two? Kind of like it, you know. It's good idea. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing the dishes. This is a kind of a kitchen monologue. While I wonder about, well, what do I wonder about? I mean, I wonder about my motivations for doing this sometimes. You know, I get loads from doing it. I've got it's a challenge for life, you know, that gives me something to focus on. Because otherwise, I suspect what I would do, I would just spend the days eating and sleeping, getting fatter, and wasting away a bit more. So I think that's what would happen. And it's kind of hard to say that. It is kind of hard to say. But that's what has been my past behaviour for the last 3 years. I've tried to get out of it. I've tried to break it. I worked hard for a while, but it never really did it. And this doing the videos, just like the other things, just like the time I spent, certainly in the early days of volunteering for Leadworks, where I spent so much time there. But I needed to. I really needed to then. And it's like less so now, because I've got this. I've got a life now. I didn't have a life before then. You know, the things that I did in Leadworks, the experiences that I've had, you know, the learning curve of it, it's given me a life. But this life that I've got is just as hard. Because, like, I'm full-time creative. I'm like, oh, well, and because I'm a full-time creative, so all I want to do is create. I want to make things, and that's what I'm doing. If I'm not taking photos, I'm writing poetry. If I'm not writing poetry, I'm making videos. Sometimes I'm doing all three on the same day. And I love it. I love it. It's a wonderful thing. But I'm always left with that financial worry that I've got, that I'm not making a living from it. I'm not making a living from what I'm doing. I never have done. I've been a creative all my life. And you know, in the grand scheme of things, very few people actually do. You know, make a real living on it. But it'd be nice to have a bit of financial security. I mean, what that looks like to different people is, you know, it's going to be different. But to me, It's not that much money. It's not that much security. Like, I need a dishwasher. I haven't got room for the dishwasher. Well, I have got room for the dishwasher, but it would mean restructuring bits of the kitchen, and I can't do that. It'd be nice to have the money to buy a dishwasher and pay somebody a proper, like not like get your mates around to do it and do it for 50 quid for you. I mean, pay somebody a proper wage for doing the thing for me. I'd love to be able to do that. That'd be a fantastic thing to do. You know, so my motivation has always been, it'd be nice to make money from what I do, from the creative things. I've written thousands of pieces of music. I've written thousands of poems. I've taken thousands of really good photographs that are probably the sort of thing some people would want to stick up somewhere. You know what I mean? People would pay to have it framed and stuck up on the wall so they could look at the photo. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to actually be paid for my art. But I'm also like, I'm pragmatic. Because I've got to make art anyway. Whether there's money involved or not, I've got to make art because I am one of them people. Although it's cliched, it's cliched, I think, to say it. But I'm one of those people who, I have to be doing something, I have to be making art, I have to be doing something creative because that's all I've got. I haven't got anything else, and I'm not like I haven't got, like, I can't build houses, I couldn't put a wall up, I can't do electrics, I can't do the sort of like skilled manual work that pays bills and gives you financial security. You know what I mean? Because of Leadworks, I can now use a till, and I would probably feel happy using a till anywhere. Because I kind of understand them now. I could learn things, but working in a shop, even if I could get a job working in a shop, it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay, does it? And they're getting, within the next 5-10 years, it's all going to be replaced by robots anyway. It's all going to be automatic, God, that was heavy. And part of it is like, because as a society, we don't value the arts. We don't value the arts and the amount of effort it takes to make something. You know what I mean? Like, I've been writing music for 30 odd years now. I've used all kinds of software. I mean, I go back to I did some work experience, for want of a better word, working in old school things where it was tapes and it was all analogue, and which I've talked about before. I did stuff there, and from those things that I did then, it's like those skills are still transferable to like the modern day stuff. Compressors always work how compressors do. Software, the software now emulates the hardware, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm on, so it's like there's like 30 odd years of being experience of a musician, and there's, people who put all their lives into whatever arts they do, and we don't value that in society, do we? We don't value the amount of hours somebody's learned to do something. I know some like absolutely amazing musicians and artists and photographers and poets that, like, we're not making a living from it, and it'd be nice if we could. And, you know, all of us, I think pretty much all of us, that thing of making a living is not like being a millionaire. That'd be nice. I mean, everyone has that kind of thing, you know, loads of money kind of thing. But for most of us, it'd be being able to put food on the table and being able to pay somebody to do something that needs fixing or something. Have financial security, a little bit of it. And I've got this thing for buying second-hand dungarees at the moment because I like dungarees. Because it's this, something occurred to me today. It made me laugh. It's like dungarees. It's kind of the clothes children wear, isn't it? You know, because it's something that kids wear. They make it the child-proof. You know, it's a sign of like someone who can't be trusted to get themselves dressed. And I kind of have that. I kind of lean into that a bit, you know. I like these dungarees. They got paint on. They came with free paint. Second-hand dungarees with free paint. You gotta love that, haven't you? Anyway, where was I? I've lost track of where I was. I'm gonna make myself a coffee because I like me coffee. And oh yeah, it's like, oh God, that's really the time. Oh my God, it's 1:46 in the morning. I'm making myself a coffee, and I'm thinking about making a video. It's like, this is called burning the candle at both ends. I'm gonna get on with this now because the coffee's noisy and like, love yous. Bird.